Early this morning, there was an hours-long standoff in North Fort Worth between police and a shooting suspect. That suspect now under arrest. Our Briseida Olguin has been following that story and now with the latest.
The suspect is a 46-year-old man. He is being charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon for today's incident. But police tell me he also has a prior warrant from 2024 for assault causing bodily injury. Police say just after 2 this morning, they received reports about a shooting near North Terry Street and Northeast 38th Street. When officers arrived, they found a man with multiple gunshot wounds in the torso. Police say the suspect barricaded himself inside the home. At that point, SWAT was called out to the scene, and after several hours, the suspect surrendered.
We do believe it was a gathering of some type where some individuals got into a fight. Some gunfire erupted, and we do have one individual, an adult male, that was struck at this location.
Police say the victim was taken to a local hospital. As of right now, his condition is unknown. As police continue to investigate this shooting, they are asking for the public's help. If you have any information regarding this case, you're urged to call the police department. For now, reporting in Fort Worth, Briseida Olguin, CBS News, Texas.
Thank you. From a hospital to a Walmart store. North Texas health officials sounding the alarm now about more possible measles exposures.
Well, it had to happen this way.
So a faithful congregation forced now to shut their doors. A Collin County church closing after more than a century.
An accused rapist, murderer, and child pornographer. All illegal aliens caught because of President Trump's leadership. I'm Christine Ohm, the United States Secretary of Homeland Security. Over 100,000 illegal aliens have been arrested. And if you're here illegally, you will be fined nearly $1,000 a day, imprisoned, and deported. But if you register using our CBP Home app and you leave now, you could come back. Under President Trump, America will be protected.
The future of trading is here on Robinhood. Purpose-built for how you trade. With new ways to execute your strategies and analyze, buy, and sell. Seamlessly trade stocks, options, crypto, and futures in one place.
Call Brett Kane, 1-800-WIN-WIN-1 right now.
The pain level was over 10. There's days where I just sat and cried and asked the good Lord to take me. And my doctor recommended that I go to Good Feet and try the arch supports. And I took about 3-4 steps, turned around and went and sat back down and started to cry. It was the first time that I had no pain. I'm not an actor. I want people to know my testimony. I want them to know what arch support's going to do from Good Feet.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Well, health authorities here in North Texas still urging people to be on the lookout for any possible measles symptoms. It's just the latest. Within the last few days, 2 local counties have confirmed cases that could have exposed others to the measles virus. In Tarrant County, officials say the infected person includes an adult, and also there's a child, both living in the same household, both unvaccinated. The health department says they visited Methodist Mansfield Emergency Room Tuesday night at 8 o'clock. They stayed there until about 3 in the morning. If you were in that location during that time period, you obviously may have been exposed to measles. Collin County also confirming their second case of measles a week ago. Officials say anyone who was at the Walmart, this is at State Highway 121 in Frisco, this would be on Tuesday between 1:30 and 6:30 p.m. should also be watching out for symptoms. Today, a painful end for the First Presbyterian Church of McKinney. That historic church first opened its doors back in 1874. This was the final service for that church being held today. Members telling our Marvin Hurst the ending was not their choice.
If ever faith could wrap its arms around a test.
We hate the fact that our mission will be finished. We won't be here anymore.
The members of the First Presbyterian Church of McKinney could use a good squeeze of belief.
It's a mixture of sadness and questioning, I suppose, is the best way of putting it. Questioning why it had to happen this way.
Their historic church will cease to exist after Sunday, May 14th. The church was chartered in September 1874 with 18 members. Here's a picture of the church's first building. They would move into a larger facility before the 1900s and finally to its current site in the late 1960s. What was once a vibrant church serving the community in days gone by has dwindled to a small group of the faithful.
We are small, but we are mighty.
38 members on roll, but less than 10 at service, and church debt around $350,000. It became problematic. So Grace Presbytery, their governing body in Irving, came in to help 2 years ago, members say.
And they ask us to do certain things, and each thing that they ask, we completed.
According to the members, Presbytery covered their bills for the last 2 months, then told them to hand over their keys because a vote had occurred to dissolve the congregation in late April, primarily based on finances and membership.
We did what we could, and we would carry on if we could still be here. But here it is.
In a statement, Grace Presbytery's leader, Reverend Chris Lee, says regarding FPC McKinney, the Presbytery, in consultation with the congregation of FPC McKinney, arrived at the painful decision that dissolution was necessary.
Very heartbroken.
The thought of ending a legacy was enough to bring the flock inward, where the pain throbs deeply and the consoling doesn't seem sufficient.
It's like when you go to a funeral. It's a celebration of the person's life. So this is supposed to be a celebration of our church.
So they will say goodbye to their church and hello to what faith brings next.
Bless everyone who has walked through the doors of our congregation over the years. And may we all continue to serve you as only you will guide us.
In McKinney, Marvin Hurst, CBS News, Texas.
Since 1874. Now, if you're wondering what happens to the building itself, we are told another congregation, Grace House Community Church, will be taking that building over. Well, sunny today, but clouds moving in for Cinco de Mayo and storms not far behind throughout this week. Jeff tracking it all, of course, when we come back.
Summer's here, and with a new Toyota, you can start it with a splash. With a play date at a park. Or at a party with friends. Or at an epic water balloon fight.
Gotcha!
During the Summer Starts Here sales event, qualified lessees can lease a new 2025 Tacoma SR5 for $269 a month for 36 months. Offer ends June 2nd.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
Wesley Hunt is a West Point graduate and grew up in a military family. Now he's raising a family of his own and fighting for all families across Texas.
Wesley Hunt, my friend too. Wesley, great.
He's standing with President Trump to protect women's sports, secure our border, and stop criminal aliens from victimizing our daughters. Call Wesley Hunt and thank him for fighting for Texas families. Because Wesley will always be an America First fighter.
Customer expectations are growing. Marketing and service teams, not so much. How do you retain customers and boost sales with fewer hands? With Klaviyo, the only CRM built for B2C. With AI, you can define an audience, map out a flow, and draft an email, all before your second cup of coffee. With enhanced self-service experiences, customers ask less and buy more. Your data, marketing, service, analytics, all in one platform. Klaviyo, the only CRM built for B2C.
I'm certain it's level 5.
Are you for imprint certain?
I'm certain it's level 5.
Certainty matters, like the certainty of 4imprint, your home for high-quality promotional gear, including exclusive items and brands they love, printed perfectly and guaranteed to arrive on time. To wow your clients, nail your next event, or inspire your team, check out 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
I know it was just an absolutely gorgeous weekend, but we have to start talking about Tuesday. Okay, we have a first alert weather day for Tuesday. Severe weather is possible. It's not going to be one of those very high risk days the way it's looking right now, but there will be a risk of large hail, damaging winds, flooding, and a non-zero risk of tornadoes, which is our way of saying a very low risk of tornadoes forming on Tuesday and affecting North Texas. Headlines go like this: rain chances return tomorrow by midday, so we're right back into rain chances. Higher rain chances Monday night and then through the day on Tuesday, especially the first half of the day. And of course, the first alert weather day for Tuesday because of the risk of severe weather and because of recent rains, flooding as well. It's a live look, Clyde Morin Park. We're looking at that top of the show. It's 79 degrees there right now with the southeast wind, low humidity. Tomorrow morning, another cool start. We've had 2 in a row where temperatures were in the low 50s. We'll start in the mid 50s and end up by the noon hour, probably around 70 degrees. You see it at 69 by 11 a.m. So a really nice start to your Monday, your Cinco de Mayo, which includes afternoon thunderstorms. Now, temperatures will be kept in check because of the cloud cover coming in. We think we'll be in the mid 70s. The storm chances get to about a 40% coverage, we think, across the afternoon. And then another round comes in later in the nighttime hours. There's your first alert weather day for Tuesday. Look at that temperature. Doesn't that tell you it looks like a day of rain? Yeah, a lot of rain that day, and that's why we have highs only in the 60s, and with some sunshine and only a small risk of thunderstorms on Wednesday, it'll probably get right back into the upper 70s. But Cinco de Mayo looks like this: morning fine, midday probably fine. We're going to start seeing some rain chances, and the best chances will be in the afternoon. Rain chances go like this: 40% tomorrow, then we're up to an 80% by tomorrow night. That goes to a near 100% by Tuesday, and then it starts to back on down by the time we get to the rest of the work week. We're just got scattered afternoon stuff around. But again, Tuesday's our focus. Let me show you how Monday plays out. It'll start with clouds coming in. We'll go to cloudy skies, and then you can see just spots of green here. This is just occasional showers, nothing severe, by the way. This goes on in the afternoon. The dry line triggers some strong thunderstorms that during the end of the day. They come rolling across us at night. They might be severe in our western counties. Then the main system arrives. I think there's 2 shots of it, one in the morning, then another one midday or in the early afternoon. The severe risk looks like for the most part will be off to the east on Monday, but it'll be over us on Tuesday. Now, as you can see, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we're just scattered about with some thunderstorms, and then we go into next weekend, which looks pretty good as well.